So this is going to be our 3-2 defense. This is what our set on defense is going to look like to start when the ball's up at top, and this is what we're going to be doing on offense as well. What happens when the ball is swung? That's a great question. Notice the one is going to have, if the one passes to the two, the one on defense is going to have to come out and take the two. So let's just go ahead and look what happens. Voila. Alright, now the most important thing for this defense is not to let the ball get into the middle. Because if the ball gets into the middle, it's game over. So remember, on defense, keep your hands up and communicate. Alright, that's the big part of this defense. So what happens when the ball gets swung to the corner? That's again a great question. So as we look what happens when the ball gets swung to the corner, the 5 is now going to have to step up. Alright, the 3 is taking away the ball in the middle. Remember, that's a killer. And the 4 and 2 are slumped in because they can give up this pass all the way out here because you'll have time to recover. But let's say the ball gets swung around and the 5 comes over here. Let's see what happens. Now the rotation looks like this. The 4 is over here. 3 is taking away the high post. So if there's a high post right here, remember, someone always has to be guarding it. Alright, and we'll give up this pass all day. So it's important this 4-man is not only looking at the ball, but also looking at the defensive person in the middle. Because what happens if he is not looking, this cutter gets the ball, he will either be wide open for a shot or he can dump it down low to the 5 who is coming across. So much like we did in a 2-3 zone offense, we're going to have someone in the middle and someone running the baseline. Same exact thing. But on defense, remember, again, not to let it get the ball in the middle. So going back to our basic set, it's going to look something like this. And remember, take away the high post. And if this is a good shooter, you might have to step up on them, and then the one might have to either slump in a little bit to protect that high post, depending on where they're going to go with the ball. But remember, that's the cardinal sin in this defense. Now let's take a look at Iowa running the 3-2 zone. They do more than grow potatoes, I guess. So if you notice, the team never puts someone in the middle that is on offense. So what should have happened? Well, if you were the other team, you should have got the ball into the middle of the court, or to this guy right here. So watch what will happen when you get the ball there. Now they're not going to easily let you get the ball in the post, so most likely this guy is going to drop back. However, if you get the ball over here, then you have a nice pass to the person in the high post. So let's go ahead and that is magic, easy layup, or a slam dunk, your preference. The other thing that may happen is either player A or the person, player B, this is the person running the baseline, can set a pick on this man. Now if you set a pick, the person obviously on the outside would need to be aware and in turn can run the baseline. So in this situation, what's going to happen is this player right here is going to go down, set a pick, and this player, to keep them honest, is going to roll to the high post. So let's roll and see what happens. So the main thing with the 3-2 defense is to communicate. Like any zone that's going to be on your exit slip, you need to communicate in a defense. So the question will be, what is important in a zone defense, or in any zone defense, in a matter of fact, and that's communication. Alright, so 3-2 also helps with perimeter shots, and don't let ever the ball get into the middle. And if you're on offense, you want the ball to get in the middle.